Hey guys, welcome to another video on Bharat and Germany. My name is Bharat, and in this video I have a comment again from Prasann Pawar from the Day in Life episode 6. And here Prasann writes, the only thing holding me back from going abroad for my bachelor's is that I'm an average student. I'm not sure if I'll be able to handle the higher level of education or just in general keeping up with other brilliant students. Okay, I understand that. So a bit about myself, I think that's very important. In my 10th, I had 9.8 CGPA. In my 12th, I had 83.4%. I had in my this AIEEE rank was 43,434. A really funny number, but that was the rank. Then afterwards, my bachelor score was 7.43 CGPA. My master score was 2.5 CGPA, right? Now, all of these scores that you can see, it's nothing extraordinary. I wasn't making 1,0s or getting 10 CGPA out of 10. That was not the case. I was also an average student, and most of the times, especially in the bachelor's part, we were studying the night before for an exam that was happening the next morning. And I think this is a story for most of the students. Now, coming to Germany, many people really feel overwhelmed. They're yeah, Germans are so organized, they do everything so perfectly, and how will we be able to cope up with them and things like that. And I think that's a very legitimate concern, but you can see from my case that things went just fine. It was not so problematic, and there are a few reasons behind it. So German universities don't focus on you cramming everything. If there is something that you need to know, they're going to tell you in the scripts that the professors give you. Now, what is a script? A script is generally the presentation that the professor generally shows in the lectures or in the classes, and the students are supposed to go through it once before they come to the lecture. Most of the exams will come from them. Now, this could be 33% of your evaluation, the written exams. The rest of the 33% could be, let's say, presentations or, assignments or something like that. So there you again have a different kind of evaluation method where you actually have to stand in front of a group of people, present what kind of things you found. And what I've seen generally is presentations are generally better evaluated, even if you put decent amount of work inside, because professors in general, they want to encourage you with whatever kind of work you have done, especially with something as uncomfortable as giving presentations, because everybody knows that the professors were also students at some time. They also gave the presentations. So if they see somebody struggling, you will not only receive feedback from the professors, but you will also not be shot down completely and that you will completely fail in the exam or something. That never happens. The only time that happens is when you have actually put zero effort inside. So that is of course something that I never recommend. Now, as long as you're putting some effort inside, you come up with a decent presentation, that is going to work out just fine. Then afterwards, let's talk about the oral exams. Again, in the oral exams, the syllabus is very well defined. And now there's a reason why the syllabus in Germany is very well defined and what kind of things you have to learn from and things like that. And the reason is that the professors, they understand the need for a student to have extra time to do a part-time job and learn something there, or to go to conferences, to be part of different kind of associations and things like that. And you will see a lot of professors promoting that. In our own classes, many times the professors would come up and tell us about the next events that are happening in the university or outside the university. And this is something that I don't know from my Indian education, unfortunately. So these kind of things are generally very helpful. And when you have this mix of different kind of evaluations, you generally get through it just fine. Many times you also have, group work. So a few 3-4 subjects in your masters are going to be just you with 3-4-5 other people, and you will be working on one thing together. Now, those kind of evaluations are also not bad, because you do not have so much stress on one single person, but on the entire quality of the project together. So in those kind of scenarios, you can also work together with other people and actually go through these kind of subjects. My personal experience, I can tell you, you know everything about my grades now, you know about my rank, and none of this really hampered me to be able to go through the studies, to be able to finish the studies and come out just fine on the other side. Also, many people say that masters can only be done in 3 years or something. I also made a video in the past where I said it is fine if you do your masters in 3 years. And yeah, it is not a big problem at all, but you can also do your masters in 2 years. My masters in international management and engineering, that was done in 2 years, right? So, and that was a German taught program, technically a bilingual program, but the English subjects were only 6%. 6% of the entire curriculum was English subjects, rest of the 94% was all German. So again, a German taught program can also be done in 2 years. So you will be able to manage it. That is not a problem. The only problem is how seriously you take it and how much effort you put inside. These are the two main variables that I personally think make or break anything that you want to do in life. So personally, Prasann, don't worry about it too much. I think you'll be fine if you want to like come and study in Germany. And yes, you might feel overwhelmed that there are going to be so many like, other smart students and stuff. But generally you learn things. If you're ambitious, if you want to improve your own life, you generally learn things. And even if you are not going to be at the same level as other people, that doesn't matter, because you try new things, you try different things on your own. Maybe everybody else is just focusing on grades. You don't focus on grades. You also focus on practical learning. You focus on going to conferences, be a part of different kind of associations and so on. And all of those things are going to bring you much, much farther. So definitely keep that in mind. And I think this is not going to be such a big problem. No? All the best for your studies. And if you're looking for any kind of guidance, you can check out our online course, complete course for studying in Germany, which you can find on Big Academy. I'll see you there. Bye.